Alright, for starts I constructed an outer pen to go around the inner pen with coop. And in the winter time, or after the season of my garden's over, I will allow them to free range in the garden. But they free ranged out here for now. And this is made out of landscaping ties. I got them 98 cents a piece, and 2x4s for the gate. You can see I used hinges and leftover hafts, hooks and stuff. The fencing itself is 3" by 2", and it's 3-foot high fencing, which I doubled. As you can see, it's doubled up right here. And where it's not attached to a post, if it spreads a little bit, you can simply put your stakes that you would normally use for the fence to hold it together. You see I dump all my grass clippings in here, etc. They eat anything green. The only thing that was left after they got out here into the outer area is the horseradish, which they do pick at, and of course they pick at the ends of the tomato plants on my garden. You see my garden's doing great. That cherry tomato plant is, I'd say, is 9 foot tall. And I built a feeding station over there. Actually, it's a feed and water station, automatic feeder and automatic waterer. Yeah, but I also keep pans of water and other waterers around. I have feeders on the inner cage, and I have feeders on the inside, as well as a waterer on the inside of the coop. A couple things for the chickens to roost on. They like standing on the brick, standing on the stump, and I have a roost in the back. But during the heat of the day, they go under the coop. I really like this design because it gives the chickens different places to go during different times of the day. When it's cool, they get out front and lay in the sun. When it's hot, they get under the coop, or they get back here and they give themselves a dust bath. Right now I have some blueberries and some apple clippings from some food we prepared earlier. The chickens like a lot of different things. They really like arugula and other fresh greens, berries, any kind of scraps of fruit. I have Rhode Island Reds, which are dual purpose hens. I'm keeping half of them for egg laying, and the other half will go in the pot. Of course, I'm 10 weeks in with these birds. With some birds that are bred for eating, they would be ready now. But with a dual purpose hen like a Rhode Island Red, I would probably go to 18 weeks before I would slaughter. And you'll see that I have all hens, and the reason is because I know a farmer's trick for picking out chicks that gives me better chances or better odds of getting hens instead of roosters. I know people who have gone for chicks and ended up with mostly roosters, but if you know the farmer's trick, you can accomplish what I did. All hens. Another thing I did is, you can see I have aluminum flashing along the fence down here on the outside of my wire, and that's to keep any kind of predator or rodent from tunneling under the fence and getting in here that way. And I always have some kind of project that comes up. You see this feeding and watering station. It's just a few 4x4s in the ground and a way to hang the feeder off the ground to minimize other things getting into it. Of course, I only feed for now enough that is going to be eaten in a day. But if I have to go away for 2 days or something, you know, a little vacation, and I don't want to have somebody come and check on these birds every day, I could put enough food in here to last several days. And I'm going to get a bigger waterer, but I have several. There's this one, there's one in the coop, there's the pan, and there's the other waterer. I'm going to get probably a 3-gallon automatic waterer, and along with the pan, you know, there's several days water, no problem. It stays clean. I've already tested out with several days not changing. It stays clean and fresh. They'll muddy up the pan here before they'll dirty up the things that are raised off the ground. Anyway, it's all good. Look forward to anyone else's tips, ideas, etc. By the way, the darker ones are sexlings.